Hi, this is Jen from cookiescupcakesandcardio.com, and today I'm here to show you how to work with edible images and edible icing sheets. We have been using in our cake making extravaganzas that we've been going through a company's products called Icing Images. And there are many out there, and this is the sole one that we've been trying, and so far we have had a positive experience with it, and we just wanted to tell you a little bit about what you need to do if you want to get into using edible inks and edible images to add a little bit of flair to your cupcakes or cakes, and cookies too as well. So the first thing that you need to get yourself is a brand spanking new printer. And the reason for that is obviously you can't be pumping through edible ink after the chemical ink has already gone through, because you would kill your clients and your customers. That would not be a good thing. I don't think you'd have a lot of repeat business. But before you purchase yours, and we found a Canon that worked well, you have to make sure that the ink cartridges are compatible with the type of printer that you buy, because not all of the edible ink cartridges will work with all of the printers that are out on the market. And this is a regular ink cartridge, and our edible ink ones look exactly the same. So when you get your ink cartridges, the instructions will tell you how to set your printer so you have optimal output on your ink. Whatever that means, I don't really know. Just follow the instructions. It makes your printout look much better. The one thing that we have found with printing with edible ink is your image that's on your computer screen isn't always necessarily what comes out of the printer. The colors tend to be a little tiny bit off, so just be aware of that if you're matching base icings or whatnot. And we found that printing people, it just puts a slight little tinge to them. But obviously working with your printer, you'll be able to find the ins and outs of that. So what's up next after the ink? You've got your printer that's compatible with your edible ink. The next thing you need to move to is ordering yourself some edible sheets. So Icing Images, what we've got so far are regular 8.5 by 11 size sheets. They come in this nice box in a sealed, almost like a Ziploc type of bag. It's important to keep this bag closed at all times because it does keep your sheets from the air. We also have legal size ones, the nice big ones for your sheet cakes, your half sheets, and this one is 8.5 by 14. So what we're going to start with today, just to show you a little bit, is a regular sized 8.5 by 11 small sheet. So you can see that it just looks like a regular piece of paper. It's very fragile, so you want to be careful. We've had the corners break off of some of our sheets. You just want to handle it as if it was a fragile piece of art. So you want to slide it into your printer, just as if you would a regular sheet. Wait for it to grab itself. And the first image that we're going to print today is this one of one of our clients wanting to give a surprise present to one of his clients. So all I have to do here is set up, is press print, and fingers crossed, hopefully everything works. So then we sit and wait for it to print. So the image has stopped printing, and you want to be careful not to touch the ink part, as it is still wet and it does need to sit for a little while to dry. You're fine to grab hold of it, especially with this cake that we're doing. It's going to be cut off around that round circle onto a 9-inch round cake. So I'm just going to set it to the side and let it dry. Next up, we are going to print a large 8.5 by 14 image for another client, and we're going to do a close-up of that for you So we're just going to get set up. We'll be right back. So we've now loaded the printer with the larger A4 size paper, and we're going to print this new image. So as you can see, you can get an absolute amazing quality picture out of edible ink and edible paper that you can put on top of a cake customized for any sort of business. I do have to say, the person that does the illustrator work for this company is absolutely very talented at their job. This is a stunning image. So there's a couple other things I just wanted to let you know before we finish off our review of icing images. We have had the problem that the print head has clogged a number of times, so you will have to be cleaning out your print head. Lots of cleaning has to happen. You have to run the ink through many times just to make sure that it is being used. It must be due to the fact that the ink is edible and it's natural products inside there, not that chemical stuff that's kicking around. Also, on one inquiry, I had to contact customer service to find out about their product, and they gave me an email back within the day. So I have to say their customer service with icing images was outstanding, and I was very pleased to see how helpful they were, even though they're located down in the States. So what's up next is we are going to show you how to put the edible image onto a cake. So what I've done now is I've cut out the edible image into the circle to match my cake. And the next step is really quite easy. All you have to do is peel the image away from the backing. It's quite simple. And it just feels just like a heavy piece of paper. And then you just want to line it up wherever you want your image to go on your cake. And you can smooth it out with a fondant smoother if you happen to have one of those. And then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to pipe on a border, and we'll be back to show you that. So here's the finished product of our edible image covered cake. Finished it off with a rope border, add a little bit of an extra touch. So I hope that you've enjoyed learning a new trick and a new tool to add to your arsenal while you're decorating cakes. So this was a review on edible images using edible ink and edible sheets, and we reviewed the company Icing Images, and overall we're very happy with them and their product. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'll see you next time.